In today's tutorial, let's do the crochet kerchief featuring Caron Cakes yarn. Welcome back to the crochet crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to show you how to do the crochet kerchief, and this is featuring Caron Cakes yarn, and this is a free pattern available on michaels.com. What we have today is that we have a triangle shape, and one side will be a straight edge and the other side will be an expansion up until 30 inches across, and then once you get to 30 we're going to start doing a decrease. But let me tell you a little bit about this pattern in order for you to make it work. So as I mentioned, there is a flat edge on one side. So on this side there's no increasing or decreasing ever happening. It stays as a flat edge, and all of the work happens on this side of the project, regardless if it's an increase or a decrease. So what's gonna happen on this particular one is that you're just gonna come across just like so, and at the very end you're going to add in an extra one right at the end. When you go to start the next one, you're going to add in an extra one again on this side, but just double crochet yourself back. So whenever you double crochet yourself back to the straight edge, there's just double crochets right into the edge, but then when you come back, then you add an extra one again right at the end. So every time you're on this side you're adding something to this side, and you're gonna notice it once you get started what side is the expansion side and which side's not. Same thing with the decrease. When you're doing the decrease, every time you're on this side you're doing a decrease, coming back, and then you're gonna come back out here and then do another decrease again. So every time you go back and forth on these things you're just gonna be doing a decrease or an increase whenever you're working on this particular side of the project. In the very start of the project we're gonna have 2 double crochets to begin. We're gonna increase, get to our halfway point, and then decrease and be left with 2 double crochets. In order to play along today, you'll need an H crochet hook, that's a 5mm, and 1 ball of Caron Cake yarn. So let's begin with the slip knot. Let's put that onto our hook just like this, and we're going to chain 4 to begin. So let's get started. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and let's do a first row. First row, all we're just gonna do then is that we're just gonna come to the very starting chain and just double crochet. Here is where you have 2 double crochets that start the edge of your project. This here where this is hanging out, this is your edge. So let's move along to row number 2. This is going to establish what side is the actual expansion, what side is gonna be flat. So let's turn our work. So we turned, and now we're gonna chain up 3, which counts as a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and it says 2 double crochet in the next double crochet. And we're gonna go right into a turning chain. Don't go into a gap space, go right into a turning chain, because it'll look far better and you won't have any unsightly gaps in the end of your project. So I can honestly tell you now, see how you have 2 into the 1 here? This is going to be the expansion side every time you see that there's 2 into the same one and there was only 1 in this side. So let's go for row number 3. Turn our work, and you're gonna chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. I'm looking below, I can see that there's 2 double crochets into the same one, therefore this is the expansion side. So coming right up underneath the other one here, just follow it right down, and you're gonna put in another double crochet right into that same one. So there's your expansion again for this row, and then you're just gonna double crochet the remaining going across. And that was row number 3. So row number 4, turn our work. You can see that the expansion is happening on this side, okay, if you follow it straight up. So just holding it out, do you see how it's following straight up and this side's kind of going off to the edge? So this one we're gonna chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, so our expansion doesn't happen until we get to the side, and you're just gonna double crochet yourself in the normal stitches until you get to the final turning chain. And in the final turning chain you're gonna put in 2 double crochet to keep that expansion moving on. Like that. Let's turn our work and let's go for the next row. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, so we're on row number 5, and it really doesn't matter what rows you're on as long as you're paying attention to what side is the expansion. So we're gonna chain up 3. I'm looking below, I can see that there's 2 into the same one, so this is the expansion side. You can see it from this point of view, which side is expanding, what side is staying straight up, and you're just gonna put a double crochet right into the same one right underneath it to give it that expansion, and then you're just gonna double crochet yourself the rest of it going across. Now you're gonna see the colors changing in the kerchief. That is part of the yarn itself doing the work. That's something that you don't have to worry about because the Caron Cakes will transition on its own. So let's turn our work and do the next row. So this one here, you can see this is the expansion side, this is the straight up side. Chain up 3 and just double crochet yourself all the way as normal across, except for the very final where you'll do another expansion. So all you just have to do on this particular pattern is that worry about where your expansion row is and where everything is happening, and then once we get to the halfway mark, then we can start doing the decrease. So the very final turning chain, because this is the expansion side, is gonna get 2 additional 2 double crochets right into there. So let's turn our work again, show you again. So 1, 2, 3. This is the expansion side. I'm looking right below to see that. So put one right into the very same one on the edge, and then just double crochet yourself as normal. So I know it's kinda hard to see that in the picture because of the way that it's turned, but it's just the way it is, and it's really quite an easy pattern to follow. I've done this before. We have other tutorials available on the kerchiefs if you wish. Very similar in concept, I have to say. So return our work, and I'm just gonna show you one more time. So this one here, we're on the flat edge. You can see that it's starting to go up flat. This one's working its way out. You just double crochet yourself as normal across, and then the very final you're gonna then put in 2. So that's how you do the expansion. You're gonna go to 30 inches, and if you want to go more you can. And what we're gonna do then is gonna show you how to do the decrease, going back to getting yourself to a point again for the other side. So the very final one on this one is going to be 2 into the turning chain, and you keep on going in that fashion. So let's show you how to decrease next. So you're gonna go all the way to the 30-inch mark, and then you're gonna start doing the decrease. So the decrease always happens on the same one. So we've always been doing the expanding on the same one, so it's going to decrease on the same one. So when you're coming back in one direction, it's gonna be 2 together in order to decrease, and then when you go to start, we're gonna do a beginning double crochet together, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's actually really quite simple to do. So what we have to do is pay attention to what side is the decrease and just go across as normal, come back as normal, but decrease again on this side. So let me show you how to do this, and we're gonna work our way back to getting 2 double crochets left on our crochet hook, or left to do, and then you can do your tassels if you wish to do that part of the project. So before I start doing the decreasing, I have to get to the flat side first. Okay, so I have to get to the side, so let's just do up this another one. So I'm just gonna do one more increase in the expansion. So I'm just doing 2 double crochets really into the first, because the chain 3 counts as one. And when I go to start the decrease, I need to start it so that we start fresh right from the flat edge first. And that's just as per the pattern to keep it all nice and simple for you. Okay. I am using Caring Cakes yarn, but because my sample is so small, you're not gonna see the colors transitioning within today's sample. Okay, so here's the flat edge, and let's begin to show you how to do a decrease. So you're gonna turn your work, and you're gonna chain up 3. So we want to keep this side flat as normal, and we want to make sure that this side here is then gonna be the decrease to come upward. So we're gonna chain up 3, which counts as a double crochet, and we're gonna double crochet ourselves all the way until we hit to the final 2 stitches where we're gonna put those together. So you can either count, but I wouldn't bother. I would just look for the final 2 stitches that you need in order to bring them together as one. So I'm just double crocheting. Okay, so here is the final 2 that I can see here. So this means that I have 1 left before I do my 2 together double crochet. So to do a 2 double crochet together, you're gonna wrap the hook first, going into the next stitch, pull through 2 and hold. Okay, don't go any further, and wrap the hook, and going into the final turning chain, wrap the hook again, pull through 2 and hold. You will have 3 loops, and I'll show this again as we continue, and you have 3 loops, and you'll pull through all 3, and now those 2 just became 1. So let's turn our work. So whenever we're on the decreasing row now, we're going to start off with the beginning double crochet 2 together. Okay, so how we're gonna do it, so every time we go to start and we're on the decrease side, we're gonna only chain 2, and we're gonna yarn over and pull up a loop through the next stitch. Okay, and you're just gonna go into the next stitch available to you. Okay, and you're going to go into the next stitch here. Okay, so that's exactly what you're doing, and then pull through all 3 loops. So now you just see that this chain 2 was more of a builder, and now you have these 2 that just came together, and you're just gonna double crochet yourself all the way back to the flat side. And I'll show this again, so no worries, I won't leave you behind. So we're just double crocheting ourselves back to the beginning. And of course every time you get smaller like this, you're eliminating stitches, and you'll get faster and faster as you make your way back. Don't forget to go into the turning chain once you get back to this side. Okay, so let's go again. So we're gonna turn our work. This is the flat side, so nothing special is happening on this side. So chain up 3 and begin to double crochet yourself back to the decreased side. So the final 2 stitches will be another decrease as we get smaller. Okay, so we're looking for the stitches. Okay, so what you have to pay attention to the most is that this here is just 1 stitch. It looks like there's 3, but it has only 1 top. So this stitch before and this one is the last 2. So just wrap the hook, pull through 2 and hold. Wrap the hook going into the final one, pull through 2 and hold. You got 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3. And now you just did another decrease. So let's turn our work and start with the beginning decrease. Remember, chain 2 to begin, come directly underneath, so wrap the hook going directly underneath, pull through 2 and hold, go to the next stitch, pull through, okay, and then pull through 2 and hold, and then pull through all 3. And now those 2 just became 1, and then double crochet yourself back as normal to the other flat side. Just like that. So turn your work. Okay, so chain up 3. This is the flat side, so you don't need to worry about anything, and you're just looking for the other side like so. Okay, so look for the final 2. So here's 1 and 2, so I got 1 more left before I start that work. So just bring the next 2 together like that, and now turn your work. Beginning decrease is chain 2. Okay, and going right into the same one underneath, pull through 2 and hold, next one, pull through 2 and hold, and then pull through all 3. So those final 2 just became 1, and then double crochet yourself as normal back to the other side. See what happens when you go into a chain space, or go into a space, it separates it out and puts a really big hole right into the edge of your project. So make sure you go into a turning chain. Turn your work again, you're on the flat side, so 1, 2 and 3, and so you're just continuing to double crochet until you get to the final 2, which is right here. So here's 1, and then this all is 1, so this next 2 are together. Pull through all 3, turn our work, beginning, so 1, 2, and look at this. This is just 1 and now 2, and you're done. Okay, this is considered your final 2, just like that. So this is how it becomes, and so you just now fasten off, and now both sides are equal. You can put on tassels if you wanted to, but this is how you would do a kerchief, and it's really quite simple. And just use a darning needle, hide in your loose ends, and you're good to go. So this is how you do the crochet kerchief. Thank you so much for joining me today on behalf of the Crochet Crowd, and it's a free pattern available on michaels.com. Wishing you the best of luck with this pattern, and hopefully you enjoy. Until then, have a great day.